Today we are visiting Hillside Cemetery in Elgin, Illinois, also known as the burial grounds for the former Elgin State Hospital, for a paranormal investigation. Join Jenny, Shayla, Kiwi, and I as we investigate this site that is known for paranormal activity. In addition to sharing our investigation footage, our goal is to explore this historic site respectfully and share what we've learned about the hospital's history, the people it served, and the health conditions that people may have lived with at the time. Elgin State Hospital, originally called the Northern Illinois Hospital and Asylum for the Insane, opened in 1872 as one of the first state-run psychiatric institutions in Illinois. It was designed to serve individuals with a wide range of mental and physical health needs. Over the decades, the hospital expanded into a large, self-sustaining community that included farmland, workshops, and residential buildings. At its peak, it served thousands of patients and employed hundreds of staff members. The facility was later renamed the Elgin Mental Health Center, which continues to operate today on a much smaller scale. Hillside Cemetery was established in 1933 for patients who passed away at the hospital and whose remains were not claimed by family members. Nearly 1,000 individuals are buried here, each marked with a simple gravestone inscribed with either a name or number. The cemetery is a quiet, grassy space that holds men and women from many backgrounds. People of different ages and life experiences who shared in common the experience of institutional care. Records and historical research show that the individuals buried at Hillside lived with a range of health concerns. Many had what were then classified as insanity or nervous disorders, terms that would now be described as mood disorders, psychosis, dementia, or neurological conditions. Some patients were admitted for epilepsy or for conditions related to infections such as advanced syphilis, then called general paralysis of the insane. Chronic physical disabilities were also common among long-term patients. In addition to these neurological and psychiatric conditions, infectious diseases played a major role in hospital life and death. Tuberculosis was especially prevalent here. In the early 1900s, records indicate that over 25% of all hospital deaths were caused by it. Typhoid fever and other contagious illnesses also affected both the hospital population and the surrounding community during that era. Because of this overlap of mental, neurological, and physical illness, the people laid to rest at Hillside represent a wide spectrum of health challenges faced during a time when medical understanding was still developing. Hillside Cemetery serves as an important reminder of how mental health care has evolved over time. In the early 20th century, long-term institutionalization was a common approach to care, and many individuals spent their entire adult lives within hospital walls. Today, the focus has shifted toward community-based support, inclusion, and rehabilitation. As we visit this site, we recognize that these grounds are more than a burial place. They are a part of the story of how our understanding of health, dignity, and care has changed over generations. As we walk through the cemetery, we'll share what we find and reflect on the lives of those who rest here. The people buried at Hillside were not anonymous. They were individuals who faced real medical and social challenges during their time. Learning about their history helps us honor their experiences and remember the progress that has been made in mental health care since then. Now let's get started with our investigation.
I've never done this before.
Nice job playing the music. Can you touch that? That's what I was going to ask you to touch. Thank you. Can you touch that REM pod again for us, the purple one? Nice. Good job.
Can you touch the one that's your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Oh, you like the REM pod the best. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're making a little bit of a triangle.
You're really good at setting off gear.
Yeah, you're doing awesome. Can I try to ask you some questions? Can you touch the REM pod for yes or leave it off for no? Well, that was the bell. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's okay. All right, so can you let me know if you are a man? Can you touch the purple REM pod? No. Are you a woman? We're going for this purple one. If it's a yes, can you touch the purple one right in front of me? Gotta know on both. You think it's a man? There it is. All right. Well, my name's Taylor. It's very nice to meet you. Would you be interested in talking to us on something called a spirit box? It's kind of like a radio. Yeah? All right. We would love to talk to you and get to know you better. If you're up for that. Are you happy to have visitors here? Yeah. Cool.
We're happy to be here and spend some time with you today.
I appreciate you having us. Do people come here a lot? Touch the purple one for yes, leave it off for no. No, people don't come here a lot, huh? Doing a great job at the REM pod. I know that's a trickier one. Yeah.
But then when you ask a question, he'll only do these if it's a no.
Yeah. And then he'll use that one for yes.
And he'll do the same triangle if it's a yes. But then he'll only do these two ones.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I've never seen that. It's a very... Yeah. Okay.
Do you like making patterns with the gear? Oh.
A yes triangle again. All right. Well, you're awesome at that. All right, let's try to do some spirit box. What do you think? I love the enthusiasm. That's awesome. Hello. Is there anybody who wants to chat with us today? Can you let us know what your name is?
Has anyone ever brought gear here to use before?
Electronics.
This woman.
Like this one.
You're really good at using it, so.
Bless her. Shop.
You're welcome.
It seems like you've used it before. You're amazing.
We can put back.
Sweet.
Keep going.
I
what are some of your interests? Tell us about yourself.
Our possession matching me. What's up?
Do you have any friends here?
Billionaire.
I have a billionaire friend. Me too.
Said that I would not.
What's one of your friends' names?
I was confused.
Wait, I just saw that name. There's an Alex by here. I saw that name.
Yes, she's here.
Will you tell us your name?
Was it Joe? Just to confirm, I want to make sure you got it right. Or we got it right, not you.
Trust.
Trust.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you, Joe. Can you tell us where your stone is so we can visit it?
She's here. According.
Joe, can you point us in the right direction so maybe we can pull out your stone in your area? Is there like a hole?
Services. And 3.
Yeah.
Is there a Joe over there?
Waiting.
Waiting. He's waiting for you to check.
Hey Joe, I think we found him, but we're not sure. Joseph Chotar, H-O-T.
We found a Joseph Chotar. Is that you? Well, I'm so glad that we found you already. That's awesome.
Simply.
Simple.
We'll make sure we pick up your stone, okay? We'll do that for you.
I might have something in my bag that I can leave for you too. What kind of gifts do you like? Okay. Can't go wrong with sweets, huh? No. What's your favorite kind of candy?
Your face.
Your fave. Yeah, your fave. What is it?
Raisin.
You're a raisin guy, huh? I don't know if I have any raisins on me, unfortunately. Is there anything about yourself you want to share with us? Yeah, that's it.
Is there something else here? Or is it...
Hey, so you're setting off a different REM pod than you were before. You're doing. I see the crystal ones going off. Is that you or is that somebody else?
Oh. Sure.
All right, Joe. I think we're gonna wrap this one up so that we can do a session with the other spirit box with the headphones. Okay? We can talk to you again on that if you want. We really, really appreciate you talking to us. This was awesome. Thank you. We'll talk to you later, okay? Bye, bud.
But there was no.
Can you show me where his stone is?
I don't feel anybody right here, but there's like multiple people just hanging out. But like they're almost like it feels like they're in the shadows and they're not. Like they're just here.
Wait, some of them have numbers on the back. Oh, son of a, we were right by him.
And see, we talked about the hole.
Oh, there is a hole. There is a hole.
Fucking ribbon.
What did you just find?
A ribbon.
Why is that significant?
Because something has been talking to me about a ribbon.
She
for
said ribbon
days.
right when she got to my house.
Yep.
She's like, there's something with a ribbon. And we just found that ribbon in the hole.
It's right here.
That.
I was like, right here.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
That's
Crazy.
because she brought that up yesterday.
Well, thanks, Joe.
She was telling me about it in the car when we were on
Because
your-
I thought
on
it
the
was
way.
Susie. Because
Yeah.
it was like a ribbon. It was the ribbon, and I was thinking about her and her birthday. And like, you know, I wanted to get her
Right.
birthday card.
Right.
But it was like ribbon was important. But it wasn't for her. It's for him.
Interesting. Well, there's your confirmation that we got the right guy. As if what he said was...
It wasn't
Well, thanks,
confirmation.
Joe.
And there is a hole. Just like he said. Wow. That's amazing.
That's funny.
This
too,
like gives me the chills. Like,
It's also
this is crazy.
in the same row as the one that I pointed at over there,
Yeah.
where it kind of dips in.
What'd you find?
Mini pretzels. It's the only thing I got.
There you go.
All right, Joe. Give me some pretzels.
Thanks for chatting with us. You were awesome.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Okay, we're good.
We'd only like to speak with positive spirits today. We come in with respect and reverence, and we would like to speak to whoever would like to speak to us. We prefer no negatives.
Diana?
Hi, Diana. Do you have any friends here?
Marjorie?
Marjorie. Anybody else that you're friends with that's here?
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. Let's
Okay,
see the choice. Do you have a lot of people who come visit you here?
Nobody.
I'm sorry.
Well, we're here. Are you happy that we're visiting?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Is there a reason why?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's fair.
What are you doing here?
We only come out of respect. We want to come and clean up the graves a little bit and speak to spirits in a kind way. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What kind of things do you like to do here?
Stand.
Stand? Where do you like to stand?
Corner.
In the corner? Do you stand by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Are there things in the forest that are watching us right now?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
Can you tell us how old you are, if that's okay?
Didn't tell us
Oh, I'm sorry.
that.
My name's Shayla. Nice to meet you.
It is.
My name's Kaylee. It's nice to meet you.
Yes.
And I'm Jenny, and it's nice to meet you.
Okay.
We just want to be friends. We're just going to stay for a little bit, and then we'll leave, okay?
No visitors.
Would you like
For
visitors?
me. Ever.
Would you like it if maybe Taylor came back with visitors for you?
Maybe.
Okay. We can talk to her about that. We don't live here, but we wanted to visit, and maybe we can talk to Taylor about coming back and visiting you.
Oh.
And if you'd like something like maybe flowers or ribbons or something like that, you can tell us, and I'll ask if she'll bring you something. Do you like ribbons or snacks or flowers?
Stuff to twist.
Okay. Stuff to twist.
So like a fidget, something to fidget with. Okay, we can do that.
And maybe we can come back if we come back to visit. Would that be okay if we all come back to visit you next year when we do this?
Yeah.
Okay. We just want to be friends and respect you. That's it. Is there anything you want to tell us about you or things that you like?
Clean room.
Clean room.
I like a clean room.
Yes.
It's a must, huh? You have to have a clean room.
Yes.
Yes. I can agree with you. Are you from here?
Yeah.
What is the best part about being here?
Good lines. Neat lines.
Neat lines. I like neat lines.
Yeah.
Did you like drawing or anything like that? Or you just like fidgets?
Took it away.
I'm sorry.
I drew bad stuff.
Oh. So what other kinds of things do you like? Do you like bright colors or any shapes? I like black, but I'm pretty boring.
Take notes.
Oh, you want me to take notes?
I like.
Okay.
You like to
Take notes.
You like to take notes. Okay.
This is weird, but I feel very like almost like unsteady.
Are you doing that to Taylor?
It's like very like I don't even know how to describe it.
Are you making Taylor feel that way?
I don't know.
Are you touching her?
No.
Okay. Is anybody touching her?
No.
Is there anybody that's close around us that we should know about?
In view.
In view. Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about those people or that person? Just a little bit of information, not a whole lot.
I choose not to talk to anyone.
Okay.
That's fair.
Not interested.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we should know or be aware of or cautious about?
Nah.
Okay.
Is everyone pretty nice here for the most part?
Nah.
No?
No.
If you
Okay.
would like to come closer to us, you can do that. You don't have to stand far away, but you also don't have to stand super close either. We understand.
I see. Goodbye.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Thank you.
I was able to locate Joseph very quickly because the information we had about him was unusually specific, and his headstone was one of few with a clearly legible name. Once I had his full name, I found his death certificate almost immediately. According to the record, Joseph was born on April 17, 1913, and passed away on February 10, 1946, at the age of 32. His cause of death was listed as pulmonary tuberculosis, a common and often fatal illness during that time period, particularly in institutional settings where infectious diseases spread easily. His occupation at Elgin State Hospital was listed as a sign painter and printer, suggesting that he may have worked in one of the hospital's industrial or occupational therapy programs. One detail that stood out to me was that both of his parents' names were listed as unknown on his death certificate. I searched cemeteries across the state and found that there is no one else in Illinois buried with the last name Chotar. This could mean that Joseph was entirely alone, but it might also indicate that Chotar was not his original family name. During the early to mid-1900s, it was not uncommon for families to admit loved ones to state hospitals under partial or assumed names. This was often done to protect family privacy or reduce stigma, as mental illness carried significant social shame at the time. In some cases, patients themselves entered institutions under an incorrect or incomplete identity, especially if they had been abandoned or if their records were lost or inconsistent. When I reviewed census records, I noticed that Joseph first appears at age 16, listed as an inmate at the Elgin State Hospital. The term inmate was used in census records at the time to indicate that someone was living in an institutional setting, not that they were imprisoned. The absence of any earlier census records for Joseph under that name suggests that he may not have been living with a family, or that his surname was changed, misspelled, or fabricated when he entered the hospital. If his real last name was different, this would explain why I could not locate a birth certificate or family connection anywhere else in the state. Based on this information, my interpretation is that Joseph may have been institutionalized as a teenager, possibly after being orphaned or separated from his family, or from having a difficult time. The lack of parental information and the absence of earlier census data point toward a disrupted or obscured family background. It's also possible that hospital staff assigned him the name Chotar when he was admitted, either because that was how he identified himself or because his true identity was uncertain. Regardless of the circumstances, Joseph's records tell the story of a young man who spent most of his life within the walls of Elgin State Hospital, contributing through his work as a sign painter and printer and ultimately passing away there due to tuberculosis at a young age. We were not able to locate anyone named Diana in the cemetery records or during our physical search of Hillside Cemetery. There are several possible explanations for this. First, it's important to note that many of the grave markers at Hillside are either worn down, overgrown, or partially buried under years of soil, grass, and leaves. During our visit, we even tried gently uncovering stones that had been covered by natural debris, but we did not find any that included the name Diana. Another factor is that the burial records from the Elgin State Hospital era are incomplete. Many of the individuals buried here were patients whose remains were unclaimed, and record keeping at the time was inconsistent. In some cases, burial numbers were assigned without matching names, or records were lost when the hospital transitioned between administrations. Even if a person named Diana was buried here, it's possible that her grave marker was never engraved with the name, or that her record was lost or misfiled decades ago. We also noticed several gravestones in the cemetery with unusual or incomplete inscriptions. Names like Photo and Santa, which have never been common first names, and some graves that listed only an initial, such as J or M. This suggests that mistakes may have been made when markers were created, either due to miscommunication, patients giving incorrect names, or limited information at the time of the burial. In other cases, it's possible that what was thought to be a person's first name may actually have been a misunderstood or miswritten word. For example, Diana could have been recorded incorrectly, shortened, or translated differently if the patient or their family spoke another language. Additionally, the cemetery includes individuals from many cultural and linguistic backgrounds. Spelling variations were common, especially for immigrants or individuals whose names were anglicized upon entering the institution. A person known as Diana might have been recorded under a variant such as Dina or Deanna, or even an entirely different name if hospital staff simplified it. Considering these factors, the absence of a clearly marked grave for Diana doesn't necessarily mean she isn't buried here. It could simply reflect the challenges of historic record keeping language barriers, or the passage of time erasing physical evidence. Not all of these patients had families to advocate for them, and much of the records that they obtained were things that these patients had to convey themselves, and some of them may not have been able to do that accurately. What remains clear is that many of the graves here, whether marked with full names, initials, or unclear inscriptions, represent real individuals whose identities deserve to be remembered, even when the details have been lost to history. Our investigation into Hillside Cemetery offered a meaningful opportunity to learn about an important part of Illinois history and the people connected to Elgin State Hospital. Many individuals buried here lived complex lives shaped by illness, stigma, and changing understandings of mental health. Today, the cemetery stands as both a historical landmark and a quiet reminder of how far mental health care has progressed, from isolation and institutionalization to a greater emphasis on dignity, inclusion, and person-centered support. By studying and visiting places like Hillside, we help ensure that the people who lived and died there are not forgotten, and that their stories continue to inform the way that we approach compassion and care in the present.